The topic I chose to do my project on is the importance of communicating in the household. People who find it hard to listen and speak upon their emotions need to understand the importance of communication. It should be the key focus instead of it being overlooked so easily. In order to understand one another's feelings and actions, one must find the ability to communicate clearly for its full effectiveness. When a newborn baby grows older, they gain the knowledge to communicate. It may not be through words, but it's through gestures and actions, such as they'll scream, and they shout, and they stomp, and they cry to gain one's attention. On another note, communication is also important because it's the way humans live. Living on a daily basis, we need to be able to drive down the street and to know what we want to buy, how to react. Simple things that lead into furthermore into importance. Without communication, how would humans understand each other? Through hand gestures? How would people get around knowing where they are or if they should even be there? It is so fulfilling to have answers, but in order to have what we want, we must have the ability to be heard. Why do counselors and psychiatrists emphasize that communication is so important? Sometimes it's better to get an outsider's point of view of an issue someone is going through. Trying to solve a problem by oneself can become bias. With someone else's mind, you are able to understand problems clearer. How do they feel? What should I do to solve the problem? Having blunt answers from someone else is easier to process instead of yourself trying to figure out the solution. Counselors and psychiatrists help you sort out your emotions so that you can communicate better. Communication has been known to create either a good or hostile environment in relationships. What do you mean you don't know how to react to my question? Don't you understand what I'm trying to tell you? Sometimes being able to overcome barriers of a horrific pain, past, history, or good. Regardless of the history, if it was good or bad, communicating can also allow a person to express how a certain situation all got started. Communication opens doors to everything, whether it's a way in or a way out. Buildup can occur if one does not communicate, which can lead to bigger problems such as stress and anxiety. Also, if one does not communicate, not being able to move forward could force one to keep living in the past and carry through the present and future. Being able to share your true feelings and express how you are feeling can help your state of mind. It's just not healthy keeping everything bottled in. You need to communicate. You need to vent, and you need to talk it out. Communication is the main focal point in all relationships. It is truly the main way that we humans interact with our families and maintain relationships. What does this all mean? This means that by creating relationships with your family, helps one's identity and makes us realize that for better or worse, we need to figure things out and communicate. Communication saves lives. Can communication save a marriage and your kids? Communication can save a marriage and your kids, because in a relationship, communication allows it to blossom and move to that next level. Having the ability to express yourself is what is going wrong or what is bothering you will notify the other person. You're hurting me. Don't you care? How can I ever trust you when all you do is talk down to me and disrespect me? Such as to lead to a conversation in which the other can change. It is very important to communicate, whether you write a letter or through communication. It is very crucial that we learn how to do this properly. Without communication, we have no sense of direction, no way of expressing one's thoughts, nor ideas on how we feel. In a relationship, it is important to be able to express one's needs in order to have a clearer picture on what a person is thinking or feeling. I love you. I care deeply about you, and I don't want to lose what we have. Without communication between a family member or partner, can and will cause frustration, anger, confusion, and depression. In conclusion, without the ability to communicate can have a devastating effect on one's judgment and future, whether it be in the workplace, in your family life, or just communicating in general. Believe it or not, it is very important to communicate in all factors. The knowledge of being able to understand a person's state of mind and communicating is the key. Remember, communication is the primary way in which family members establish and maintain and dissolve intimate relationships. And when a person continues to not communicate, can only create a guessing game.